67 reported the jewelry exchange, 4th and Market. Witness reports yellow custom vehicle fleeing scene at 100 plus. Any units in the vicinity, please respond.
Joe, did you pick that up? I think you qualify as in the vicinity.
You're no kidding, we nearly exchanged paint. I'm on it. Damn, this kid's good. It's all over the place.
I noticed. He drives like you. Careful, Joe. City's doing some road work on the east end of Conklin Street.
You'll never get that far. Looks like I'm jammed in, though.
What happened to you?
I don't know. I don't know how or why. For a second, I was in another place or something.
Another place? You?
Yeah. I mean, I think it was me. It was me when I was a kid.
The day after tomorrow. A time when criminals rule the city. The only weapon that can stop them needs a driver.
A man without a memory can be supplied with one. After a little cosmetic fine-tuning, he'll be our driver.
Let's initiate changeover.
3, 2, 1, activate.
The most wanted man on wheels is about to change sides. Now, against a corrupt system, a lone fight for justice. VIPER is taking back the streets.
Can I tell you something? Where would you guys be without Frankie on the spot to save your assets, huh?
Frankie, don't you need to get that towing rig back to Metropole or something?
I gotta figure out a way to explain this first. I think I broke the jaws of life.
Unless the backup circuitry's disengaged, nothing short of a laser can get these doors open.
I'd say our damage here is minimal. Let me help you, and I'll bet we get this machine back on the road in no time.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
Hey, terrific. I just happen to bring my toolkit.
No, a laser. A laser installed in the probe.
Oh, I get it. That way, if this thing happens again, Joe can cut himself out, right?
Whatever I saw, the camera didn't catch it. It's almost like a dream or something. That place, that feeling was so real. It was a part of me.
It was a part of you, Joe. Actually, it's part of who you were. What you experienced tonight was one of Michael Payton's earliest memories.
You know, I've had dreams like that. They're so real, you actually think...
Who are you? How'd you get in here?
If this is a test, can I get a multiple choice here?
I'm not here. I'm in my lab at the old Stanley building. My name's Dr. Kenneth Samuels, and I've been trying to get in touch with you for some time now.
I don't understand. I can't see you?
Joe, you okay? What is it?
Either some kind of delayed stress syndrome, or he's talking to a 6-foot rabbit.
I'm transmitting to a bioelectronic conductor implanted in your brain. Its original purpose was to induce amnesia.
How do you know about that?
I'm the surgeon who performed the operation.
Joe!
Hey, Joe, where you going?
Trying to get back inside my head?
Mr. Astor, finally! I'm so glad you came.
Do not play that game with me again.
Now that you're here, I won't need to.
I don't know what it was you put in my brain, but whatever it was, I want it taken out.
Oh, but that will kill you. By now, it's organically fused with neural tissue. Now, I have a better alternative. You see, our thoughts consist of electrical impulses emitted by the neocortex that
You
can
can
be...
save the lecture, Doctor. What are you selling?
Before I erased your memories, Mr. Astor, I made a record of them. Every thought, emotion, and experience you had in your previous life as Michael Payton has been stored on a microchip. It's reversible. I can restore your past.
You take away my identity like it's nothing more than an old movie, and now you want to put it back? What are you doing, waiting for a reason to blackmail me?
I'm not blackmailing you.
Then what do you want?
I have a job for you. Rather a difficult one, but certainly possible for a man of your abilities. I need you to steal something.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't cross that line anymore.
Wait. Take this with you.
What is it?
Bits and pieces of memories. I transferred a few random samplings from the microchip.
Like what I saw in the car today?
Yes. A brief look at the way you were.
Ronnie, could you give me that little screwdriver over there, please? No, the one right next to it. Yeah, thank you. Hey, how you doing?
Morning.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Lucy. You're getting pretty good on that thing, aren't you?
Joe, guess what we're doing?
Hey, Ronnie, we got neighbors, remember?
We're adding a can opener.
It's a crystal laser, a chromium ion unit.
Yeah. We're putting it in the probe.
What? All right, come on. Oh. Happy? Mm-hmm. The VIPER's primary defender systems are back in working order. Exterior damage should be repaired by tomorrow. A long night?
Yeah. Watched the sun come up. I just felt like riding around.
Must have had a lot to think about.
I met Kenneth Samuels. The doctor wiped out my memory. Now he did it. He put some kind of electronic thing in my head. Still in there. Yesterday, he used it to send me a message. Says he can restore my memory.
What's he get from you in return?
A lot more than I'm willing to give.
Julian, we're ready for you to start the pancakes.
Oh, all right.
Morning, Joe. You hungry?
Come on, my dad makes the best pancakes.
Tim, this is quite a surprise. Heard about your release from juvie.
I'm not a kid anymore, Mr. Cassidy. I've graduated to state prison. I got you a present.
I like presents. Last night's jewelry heist, huh? I don't need your trinkets, kid. But I was impressed with the job itself. I heard you'd knocked fenders with that VIPER. Might interest you to know that the driver is an old mentor and pal of yours, Michael Payton.
I heard Mike was dead.
Unfortunately not. He's gone straight. Now he calls himself Joe Astor.
Mike gave up the life?
Yeah, believe it, kid. What's in the suitcase?
Here's the rest of it. It's yours.
Why, Tim. What a nice young man you've turned out to be. Maybe we can find you some sort of gainful employment.
Hey, I'm the best there is, Cassidy. Don't treat me like a punk, man.
Well, then don't act like one. All right? Tim, a real pro does not go strutting around to hand off a suitcase filled with stolen merchandise. It just isn't done.
All right, you're right. I'm sorry. I just wanted to do something important.
There's a company called Quantumax, and they're a research group. They've got an item that I'm very interested in acquiring. So you come back in a couple of hours, and I'll tell you all about it, okay?
Yes, sir.
That's fine.
Blaine Cassidy.
I think I'm in love.
It's Rachel. It's my assistant.
4 o'clock.
Maybe I'll introduce you sometime.
Okay.
After you've proven how good you say you are.
Yeah, well, that won't take long.
Mr. Astor, good to see you again.
You're not surprised.
When something of inestimable value is taken away, how can any man resist the opportunity to get it back?
Well, you have to consider the cost.
You're rejecting my offer.
That depends. I have some questions. First, tell me why. How could you have been part of what they did to me? How could you justify it?
My field is neuropathology, with a focus on altering criminal behavior. I honestly believed you would benefit from the procedure.
In the end, maybe I did. My problem is I had no choice.
I know that now, and it's been the source of endless regret. The link between the amnesia-inducing conductor in your brain and the data containing your memory is a cyberencephalogram, or CEG for short. That technology is mine.
And you want me to steal what already belongs to you?
Ownership is a flexible term. The project was funded by Quantumax, a research company. They decided to auction off the CEG to the highest bidder. I objected.
Why?
They decided that the device's real value lay not as a tool for rehabilitation, but as a method of mind control, of political repression. I destroyed the CEG's electrical blueprints in protest. Only the prototype remains.
What do you intend to do with this very valuable, very dangerous thing if I should get it back?
Honor our agreement.
After that?
Destroy it, of course.
It's quite a story.
It's the truth.
Convince me.
Very well. You see, I do have some understanding of your pain, your loss.
How could you understand?
Because they did the same to me. A day after I destroyed the data records, I was involved in a lab accident. I woke up in the hospital to find my memory had been selectively tampered with. But clues remained in my private journals and data banks. I was able slowly to piece together what had happened. I discovered that all knowledge of the CEG had been excised from my mind by my own device.
Why didn't you just tell me that in the first place?
Trust, Mr. Astor. You're wary of my intentions, and I am, after all, enlisting the aid of a former criminal.
Oh, but I thought you already reformed me.
I'm counting on that, actually. But I also understand the risk in asking you to become a thief again. Now, the CEG is being transported to Quantumax's main facility tomorrow. With your unique talent, you should have no trouble intercepting it.
I'll let you know. hell am I doing?
What's happening, Joe?
I found the kid who did the jewelry store the other night. Said at East on 64.
Why didn't you notify me?
There wasn't time. We just turned on the past drive.
We can cut him off at State Street.
Thanks, I'm way ahead of you. I don't see him. Which way?
I can't get a reading on him, Joe. I'm afraid we lost him in traffic.
Who was that driver? I mean, he couldn't have been more than a teenager.
How do you know about this hijacking? What were you doing out there?
I got a tip.
You say this kid drove an old turbo pumped-up muscle car? Could that be a 1972 custom-tooled Camaro Z28?
Yeah, that's what I said, Frankie.
It's gotta be Tim Rackham. Burglary, car theft, street racer, your basic young offender. He just did a year in the slammer.
How do you know that?
Hey, don't let the face fool you, my friend. I got a steel trap mine on the job, 24 hours a day. And let me tell you something, Joe. You know what I did? Starting with the basic facts, I examined every aspect of every possible scenario, running it against every conceivable angle, and you know what I found out?
You accessed Metropol's file on the jewelry store robbery.
That too. Okay, some stooly-fingered Rackham is the perp. Joe, that kid look familiar to you?
No. Why?
He was Michael Payton's protege, if you will. You taught him everything you knew, you know?
I wonder that punk knew every move I was gonna make. You got a location on this kid?
Does the carburetor have 4 barrels, Joe? Please, come on. I put the word out to my Cuda Care auto buddies. They spotted Rackham going in and out of a garage on 10th and Roosevelt.
Joe, we need to catch him in the act. We can't just go barging in.
Joe, this is ludicrous. Joe, no!
Tim, I believe in helping young people get ahead. That's why I gave you this job. But there are plenty of seasoned professionals out there who would love to do the work.
I appreciate you giving me the break, Mr. Cassidy. Look, that thing you want me to get. You say the cops use that on Mike?
That's right. An invention that could change the world. And they use it to turn a good thief into a morally correct pain in the neck. There is a serious lack of vision out there, Tim. Think of the potential. A machine that could replace a man's thoughts.
Lane, don't forget you have that meeting at 4:30.
Thank you, Rachel. We're finished here.
Mr. Cassidy, you and Rachel aren't...
No. Our relationship is strictly business. But like I said before, when you complete this job, I'll fix the two of you up.
Heard you bought it in a crash. It's good to see you, Mike.
My name ain't Mike. It's Joe Astor.
Is that the name they gave you?
No, that's who I am.
Come on, Peyton. You're talking to me here, man. You can give up the phony act.
I don't remember you.
Sure you do, man. Look, it wasn't that long ago you helped me build this car. I figured you were faking it to get out of some kind of beef with the law. They really did a number on you, huh?
How old are you? 20? 22?
I've been on my own. Lived on the street since I was 10. When I was 13, I tried to steal that old vet of yours. You kicked my butt halfway down the block for tearing out your ignition, and then you showed me the right way to rip off a car. You can remember that, man?
No, I don't.
You were like my big brother, Mike. I mean, before you started helping me out, I was just a dumb little kid, scrounging for food in trash cans, stealing whatever I could for dope. You got me straight. I don't know where I'd be if it wasn't for you.
Maybe you wouldn't be screwing your life up right now.
I don't believe you, man. What is it with all this Dudley Do-Right crap? It ain't you, Mike.
I told you I'm not who I used to be.
Oh, yeah? Well, who are you then? I sure can't tell. I mean, I could have sworn I saw my old pal Mike Peyton out on 64 this morning. It sure looked to me like if someone hadn't changed his mind, he would have hijacked himself a truck. Well, what happened, Mike? Huh? What, are you scared a little taste of the old life might turn you back?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know you too well, Peyton. You can't fool me, man. Your face is a little different. But inside you're the same outlaw driver you always were.
You know, for a kid who just did a year in jail, you're in an awful big hurry to go back. What's the matter? You miss your friends?
Oh. You got a problem, Tim? No, man. Just a case of mistaken identity.
This is the only picture I have of the executive offices. The storage room's here. The only access is a coded entranceway at the north end of the hall. One guard and the most high-tech, state-of-the-art security system money can buy.
I'll need a few days.
Oh, no, Mr. Astor, if you can't get the CEG now, it may be too late.
Why?
In the morning, an international team of engineers will begin disassembling the prototype's components to learn its construction.
Something's bothering me. If they stored your memory like you stored mine, why didn't they figure out the blueprints from that information?
I'm sure they tried, but they forgot the processor, the human brain, each one unique. That data can only be properly interpreted by me. Just as your memory record would be meaningless to anyone but yourself. It's like you suggested, nothing more than old movies.
Tonight, then.
Joe, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Yeah, Frankie, the transport that Rackham tried to hijack, you remember the name of the company it belonged to?
Yeah, sure, the Quantumax Research Group. Why? Think the kid will try again?
I can't say, but just in case, maybe we better run and check on their security. You know, stats, system type, whatever you can find in the computer years.
Well, if Quantumax has an alarm signal into the precinct, Metropole should have a record of whatever you need.
Good. I'll pick everything up in an hour. Oh, and Frankie, we really need to keep this low profile.
Hey, our eyes only, compadre. You're looking at the original Mr. Confidential. Look, an hour?
It's a basic toolbox laser, replacing the drill, the saw, the welder, and the soldering gun. In addition to the cockpit control, I'm giving you a remote. In the event of a situation in which you're stuck outside the car, the probe can be summoned to your aid. Now, you can adjust the beam from as wide as you need to one so tiny it can cleanly drill holes in the head of a pin. Listen, Joe, you're in control of some of the most technologically advanced machinery on the road or otherwise. What I mean is, well, that new laser, for instance, its mobility and accuracy make it fairly safe, but you can still get burned.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Where are you off to?
Nowhere in particular.
Wouldn't happen to be someplace for Dr. Samuels now, would it?
That's none of your concern.
Something's wrong here, Joe. I don't know what Samuels wants you to do, but the way you've been acting lately, it can't be good.
I can work out my own problems, Julian. You have no idea what I'm going through.
No, I don't. You roar off, pedal to the metal on your lone wolf routine without even trying to tell me about it. I thought we were in this together.
We are. Just gotta deal with this on my own.
You better take this along.
Damn it.
Sorry, pal. Sweet dreams.
Thanks for doing all the hard work, buddy. Oh, Peyton, I knew you hadn't changed. At the prize? You're still the best, Mikey. Could have never gotten in here without you.
Now you have to get out. Don't move. Yeah, right. Don't move or I'll slice you in half. No! Thank you. We gotta get out of here. Come on. Let's get out of here.
Talk about a license to steal. You're Better than ever, man. Kind of like old times, huh?
I wouldn't know.
You could have left me back there, man.
If you get caught, then you might have to answer questions about me.
Hey, I'm no snitch. I mean, just what do you think I am?
I think you're a punk. You're mixed up with some bad people.
Turn up here. I want to take you through a little history lesson about yourself.
Are you coming to bed?
In a minute, honey. Astor shut down all tracking and monitoring communication from his side of the system. Whatever he's up to, he doesn't want me to know about it.
Julian, he's got his own life.
Yeah, but he has my car.
We gotta talk right away. All over the police radios. It's terrible, Julian. The worst news possible.
Slow down, slow down. What is it?
A major robbery tonight. Metropol has a positive ID on 2 suspects, Tim Rackham and Joe Astor.
It's one hell of a car you got here. Or should I say, 2. During the day, guys from the neighborhood hang here to do work on their car. This old gas station used to be a real business. It was your place, Mike. A legitimate front for your activities with the outfit.
What's under this?
It's yours. It's a car you taught me to drive in. Let me show you something else.
What, are you living here?
It's temporary till I get back on my feet.
Any relatives? Any family left?
You were my family, Mike. 1933 Eagle. That old $10 gold piece should be worth a lot of money today.
Nice coin.
Keep it. It's yours. You know that thing you used to do with the coin and rolling it through your fingers? That's the one you used to use. You thought you lost it. Felt really bad. I kept wanting to give it back to you, but I couldn't. I was scared that if you found out I stole it, you'd tear my head off.
Here, you keep it. I'm gonna have to take that case.
You can't. I gotta deliver it, or you know what they're gonna do to me.
You give it to me, and you get all the more reason to leave town. Start over someplace else.
I got a future here, man.
Any future you have with these guys lasts only until you screw up. What you don't know is they got an early retirement plan.
Not for me. I got things going on. Hey, they need a guy like me. And you. Look, I bet they'd love to get you back, man. I could talk to them for you.
You know, you're even younger than you look.
I know one thing for sure. If you and me were a team again, nobody could stop us. Come on, Mike. Make it like it used to be.
I don't want to have to fight you again, kid. Just give it here. Come on. You listened to Michael Payton once. Listen to me now.
All right.
I gave Joe highly classified information. Metropol could track this thing right to me. If Joe gets busted, I could get sucked down into his wake.
Frankie, take it easy.
The situation has reached critical mass. Rackham is a novice. If Metropol collars him, they may tie it all back to us.
Take it easy. Look at this. They got it on film. Joe and Rackham make their getaway into the VIPER.
The evidence is overwhelming. It appears as if the kid has hooked up with his old buddy.
We gotta do something right away, Julian. I hate to say this, but it looks as if Joe has gone back to his Michael Payton mode, if you will.
I'm ordering a contract on both of them right away.
You're right. They have to be stopped.
They have to be stopped.
Putting in a call to Dr. Samuels. I saw the home movie he made you.
You have no business.
You ride around in my business, pal. I got too much invested in that car and you to be used and abused for your own personal rip-offs.
I'm sorry I had to involve you. I was wrong.
You damn straight you were wrong. You've been wrong a lot lately. Did you even consider what might have happened if you'd been caught committing grand theft, no matter what the motives might have been? Now, there's some nice memories in here, some pretty pictures, some good feelings. If that had been taken away from me, I'm sure I'd feel the same way you do. But you know something? Not all of my memories are as wonderful as these. As a matter of fact, a lot of them are pretty damn bad. So don't you think that yours might be a fairly mixed batch as well?
Well, maybe so, but good and bad, it's still my past. I think I'd like to have it back.
Oh, you would? Seems to me you didn't do so well with it the last time around. And when that doctor uses that gizmo to reprogram your head, it won't just be some movie you can stand back and look at. Those feelings and experiences will be right back inside you. Now, how are you gonna handle the hurt, the put-downs, the disappointments, the anger, all the things that persuaded you to make the wrong choices before, the criminal choices that made the world your enemy? Is the Joe Astor you are strong enough to overcome the Michael Payton you used to be?
I need to know who I am.
If you don't know that by now, you're not the man I thought you were.
Mr. Astor, I hoped it was you.
I have the device.
I assumed as much. You should bring it here, where I have the equipment to complete the procedure we discussed.
I'm on my way.
Mr. Astor, not that I have any doubts, but could you possibly hold up the CEG to the screen for verification?
Sure.
Yes, Tim, I know the place. Let's say in about 15 minutes.
Look, sorry it was kind of a messy job, Mr. Cassidy. Won't happen again.
I know it won't, Tim. The important thing is that you came through in the end. I hope you won't mind if I send Rachel to make the exchange. Well, whatever happens between you two, that's up to you. I think she has something special already planned.
I'm shutting you down, Joe.
You can't do this.
I have to. You're out of control.
Look, Julian, the kid pulled a switch on me. He's got the CEG. I have to find him.
How?
Samuel said the device emits a low-level electronic pulse. You can lock into it through the car's sensory system.
Me?
Yeah. Look, Julian, I need your help. There's a lot more at stake than you realize. I'm going whether you're in or not.
How can I trust you?
Ride shotgun. I'll fill you in on the road.
If I need physical therapy after this, you're paying for it. Hey, I'm picking up something about 3 to 5 miles due east.
But you said that signal was stationary.
It is. You just can't get to it from here. Hold on. I got a lock. Turn right. like a dirt road. Initiate our four-wheel drive mode.
Blaine said you had to show it to me first.
Let's go for a drink and make the trade later. No place just down the street.
I like it here. It's nice and private.
Remind me to give this windshield an extra coat of bulletproofing.
Drop it and get out.
If the kid gets too far out of range, we won't be able to track him.
Maybe we won't have to.
Second time in 12 hours, you saved my neck.
Well, why don't you just send me a thank you card? Get a clean head start. Why don't you come back?
For the first time in my life, I couldn't decide whether to go right or left. And then I realized I don't have anywhere to go. I guess you were right about a lot of things.
So, what are you gonna do?
Can't keep running from the outfit. I always took your advice before. What do you think?
I think you already know what to do.
Yeah. If I turn myself in, at least maybe the other side might give me a chance to start over. Michael Payton changed. Maybe I can too.
Believe you will.
Shouldn't you get going? Look, about the robbery, I'll tell the cops you were just trying to stop me. Better go on.
It'll be good.
Hey, Joe. Nothing. Just wanted to try it out. It's not a bad name. I think I like it better than your old one.
Take it easy.
Out of these and I'll show you the time of your life.
Darling, the only time we're gonna have is behind bars. And you're gonna be doing a lot more of it than I will.
I knew you could do it. We can do the neurological implant as soon as... I don't think so. Why? Well, let's just say I talked it over with a friend and I'm not ready. Well, there must be something I can do in thanks. Actually, there is. Put the rest of my memories on a video disc. Maybe I'll take a look at them once in a while. That's impossible. The few seconds I gave you took months to transfer, and your lifespan's more than 30 years. Shame. But the answer's still the same. All that work, the effort, the potential so vast. So is the danger. I believe you've earned the honors, Joe.